Danbury Library, here with another Wee Readers Storytime, our weekly storytime for children ages 0 to 5 and their families. Are you ready to sing our hello song with me? All right, let's get started. Let's wave our hands. Can we say hello to everybody? Here we go. Well, hello, everybody. Can you pat your head? Can you pat your head? Well, hello, everybody. Can you pat your head? Well, hello, everybody. Can you touch your nose? Can you touch your nose? Well, hello, everybody. Can you touch your nose? Well, hello, everybody. Can you touch your toes? Can you touch your toes? Well, hello, everybody. Can you touch your toes? Well, hello, everybody. Can you clap your hands? Can you clap your hands? Well, hello, everybody. Can you clap your hands? Great work, everybody. We have been talking about winter, and we've talked about snow and snowflakes and snowmen, and now we're going to be talking about some winter animals. Today, we're going to be talking about the polar bear. This is my little polar bear friend, and he is very little and very squishy, but polar bears in real life are very, very big. Can you tell what color my polar bear is? He's white because he blends in with the ice and snow in the Arctic. I have a book to read about a polar bear who lives in the Arctic. Would you like to read it with me? Our first book today is called One Very Big Bear, written by Alice Briere-Haquet and illustrated by Oliver Philipponu and Raphael André. One Very Big Bear. One white bear stood on some ice. "I'm very big," he said. "I'm almost a giant." Then 1, 2 walruses swam up. "Oh, bear," they said, "you're not that big." "Look at this. 1 plus 1, we too are just as big as you." Then 1, 2, 3 foxes scampered by. "Oh, bear," they said, "you silly thing." "Look at this. 1 plus 1 plus 1 makes 3. We 3 are just as big as you." Then 1, 2, 3, 4 sea lions joined the fun. "Oh, bear," they said, "stop showing off." "Look at this. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 makes 4. We 4 are just as big as you." Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 penguins waddled past. "Oh, bear," they said, "you make us laugh." "Look at this. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 make 5. We 5 are just as big as you." Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sardines joined in as well. "Oh, bear," they said, "don't be so foolish." "Look at this. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 makes 6. And we 6 are just as big as you. Foolish, thought the bear. Then he had a very smart idea. 6 sardines were the perfect size for breakfast. Chomp! Well, I hope you liked that story about the one big bear. Well, I have another book to read, but instead of reading it, we're going to be using our felt board today. And the book we're going to be reading or looking at is called Polar Bear, What Do You Hear? By Eric Carlisle. And I have our animals here. Do you see my polar bear? Can you growl like a polar bear? Go grrr, like that polar bear who ate the sardines? We're going to be making some animal sounds together. Can you help me? All right, let's go. Polar bear, what do you hear? Let's point to our ears. What do we hear? I hear a lion roaring in my ear. Can you roar like a lion? Roar. Great job. Lion, what do you hear? I hear a hippopotamus snorting in my ear. Can you snort like a hippopotamus? Good work. Hippopotamus, what do you hear? I hear a flamingo flouting in my ear. Can you flout like a hippopotamus or like a flamingo? What do you think a fluting flamingo sounds like? Flamingo, what do you hear? I hear a zebra braying in my ear. Can you bray or neigh like a zebra? Zebra, what do you hear? I hear a boa constrictor hissing in my ear. Can you hiss like the boa constrictor? Hiss. Boa constrictor, what do you hear? I hear an elephant trumpeting in my ear. Let's get our long elephant noses out and let's trumpet together. Are you ready? Great work. What do you think the elephant's gonna hear? Let's find out. Elephant, what do you hear? I hear a leopard snarling in my ear. Like a cat. Can you snarl? Leopard, what do you hear? I hear a peacock yelping in my ear. What do you think a peacock yelping sounds like? Like a bird yelping? I don't know. Peacock, what do you hear? I hear a walrus bellowing in my ear. Can we bellow like a walrus? Great work. Walrus, what do you hear? I hear a zookeeper whistling in my ear. Can you whistle? See. Here goes the zookeeper whistling while he works. Zookeeper, what do you hear? I hear children and all the children are acting like the animals. Can you help me again make all their sounds? I hear a polar bear growling. Ready? Grrr, grrr, grrr. A lion roaring. Roar, roar. A hippopotamus snorting. A flamingo fluting. A zebra braying. A boa constrictor hissing. Hiss. An elephant trumpeting. A leopard snarling. A peacock yelping. And a walrus bellowing. All in my ear. Great work, everybody. I hope you enjoyed making animal sounds with me. I have one more book for us to share, and we can learn a little bit more about where the polar bears live. This book is called Sea Bear by Lindsay Moore. And do you see this bear walking on the ice? Let's see what happens. Sea Bear, a journey for survival. Polar bears are patient beasts, as patient as glaciers. We know how to hope, and we know how to wait. I learned to be patient long ago from my polar bear mother. To be patient while hunting, to be patient with weather, to be patient with darkness. A polar bear can outwait almost anything. Seals, storms, and long sunless winters. But a bear at sea needs something to stand on. So I watch the ice. In spring, the sun rises and the ice breaks open. I stalk seals out on the floes, walking, leaping, slipping in and out of deep water, adding seal after seal to my stomach and resting. A polar bear knows how to take a good long nap. As summer ends, the ice is thin and floes are far apart. The young seals have grown fast and wiser, and they are harder to catch. They spread out with what's left of the ice. I want to follow them, but I can't. There's not enough ice left to hunt on. Every day there is less and less ice to stand on. A soft breeze from the south brings the smell of a beach. It is faint and beyond sight, but I think I can reach it. I am a sea bear. I am made to paddle. Under wandering Arctic terns, past lonely icebergs bobbing at the surface, and above the deep, dark shadow of a slow Arctic shark. I swim with a school of star-skinned narwhals. Look at their long tusks. And paddle past a wary raft of weary walruses. Look at those walruses. And glide over a whale whose ancient songs bubble up from darkness in creaks and groans. Look how big that whale is. On the second night, the sky begins to change. The waves grow in height and the wind grows in wildness. A storm is coming. Oh no! Bears being tossed about. Tossed by a tempest and nearly lost at sea. I am tired and wonder if I will ever reach land. There's nothing else to do but swim, so I paddle on. On the third day, the seafloor rises up beneath me. Waves carry with them the strong smell of soil. It's getting closer. Polar bears are not land bears. We wait on land, and we hope on land. He made it. We chew on kelp and bones and grow thin, while seals at sea grow fat. But summer will end, and then the sea will freeze again. I will teach the sea's rhythm to my cubs and whisper to them in the dark. Polar bears are patient beasts, as patient as glaciers. We know how to hope, and we know how to wait. The end. If you want to learn more about polar bears and all of the other sea creatures and winter animals that live in the Arctic, you can find more books at the library or on Hoopla using your library card. Before we say goodbye, why don't we make our own special polar bear who lives on the ice? Are you ready? To make today's polar bear craft, you will need white paper, light blue paper, and dark blue paper, some glue, some crayons, and some scissors. The first thing we're going to do is make our polar bear. We're going to be making our polar bear using our handprint. So place your hand on the white piece of paper, take a crayon, and trace your hand. Next, let's cut it out using our scissors. Once you're finished, we'll also need a polar bear head. So take your white paper, and you can draw or trace a circle. And maybe make some ears on it. And the polar bear face. So some eyes. And a nose. I'm going to make him have a mouth. And let's cut out our head. Our polar bear is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 legs, and his head will go on our thumb, just like that. So take your glue stick and glue on the head. Polar bears live on the ice. So we're going to make some icebergs with our light blue paper. You can either draw out some icebergs or just cut out some ragged circles. Just like this one. I made a big iceberg, a medium iceberg, and a small iceberg. Now we're going to paste our icebergs onto our blue sea. Next, let's glue our polar bear onto our iceberg. And there you have your very own sea bear.
the polar bear.
Well, I hope you had fun today learning a little bit about polar bears and making your very own polar bear. Join us next week when we talk about penguins. But for now, let's say goodbye. So, take out your hands and wave goodbye, just like this. And let's say, now it's time to say goodbye. Say goodbye, say goodbye. Now it's time to say goodbye. We'll see you all next week. Bye, friends, and don't forget, keep reading.